So when is the best time to start the college recruiting process? Well, when I'm working with my student athletes here at US Elite Training, the ideal time is to start in 8th grade. Why 8th grade? Because we have to remember this is a marketing plan. So the more time I have to work with my student athletes, the more time we have to work the process. Now, please don't get all worked up if you're not in 8th grade. All right, I understand a lot of you watching this video are probably in 9th, 10th, or maybe into 11th grade. So I am just giving you the ideal time to start if it was a perfect world. All right, just so you understand where I'm coming from on this. And why would I have an 8th grader get involved in the college recruiting process, and how would I do that? Well, simple things. We get them involved in our recruiting camps and our clinics. We do recruiting camps in July and September with our tournaments, as well as we do a next level clinic with college coaches. And my purpose in 8th grade and even 9th grade is not so much that, I think they're going to always do awesome. Sometimes they don't, but that's okay. Remember, part of this process in the early stages is growing the student athlete. And what I mean by that is if we have an 8th and 9th grader that go to one of our events and they do really, really awesome, like say they hit 2 bombs over the fence, they're doing diving in the infield, they hit 60 miles an hour. Hey, you know what? They get noticed by these coaches. That's amazing. But if they don't have such a great performance, it's okay, because then we learn from that and we work on what we need to do better. So either way, it's a win-win situation. I hope that makes sense. All right, because we want to really work towards that sophomore year being what I call ready to perform in front of college coaches. We're getting out the nerves, we're able to perform in front of them, we're able to communicate to them. All right, and another exercise that I'll make my younger athletes do when they go to like a clinic with the colleges is simply go up at the end of the clinic and go to the coach, introduce themselves, who they are, thank them for the clinic, and thank them for helping them out, and shake their hand, look them in the eyes. I know this seems really simple, but you'll be amazed how many young athletes these days lack those skills, those personal skills, those interaction with people skills. So it's so important. Because remember, when a college coach is recruiting your daughter, it's not just about the skills, it's about the person. Remember, they're going to take on these 15 young ladies in their program. They become part of their family. So it's also about how you communicate with colleges. That's really important. That's another element of this process, not just how your skill level is. All right, it's also about personality and how you interact with the coaches. All right, so getting back to the process here. So we've got them started 8th, 9th grade. We're trying to get them ready for sophomore year, all right, because we want to make sure that they are getting in front of college coaches. Because keep in mind, it's June 15th for Division II when college coaches can talk to your daughter off campus. And Division III, once sophomore year is done, same thing, off campus, they can speak to your daughter. Now, Division I is not until September 1 of your junior year. So you can see how this junior year, sophomore year, building to the junior year is extremely important. And then also keep in mind when we're talking college recruiting process, if you're paying attention to this timeline, senior year means pretty much nothing because you've already done your legwork, your work. The goal is by the end of that junior year, the summer of junior year, you've got your list narrowed down. You're doing official visits, unofficial visits. You're getting closer to offers. So most kids by that fall of the senior year are done. They're finished. A lot of our kids are even have their applications already what we call in and kind of like pre-approved prior to the general admissions to colleges, which is awesome. And that is the end game. So starting the recruiting process, once again, the earlier, the better. But as I said, we can work on speeding up the process. It just gives you more time by starting earlier. Everyone remember, please go to our YouTube page and subscribe to US Elite Training, LLC. And please give us comments back on this topic or other topics that you would like to hear. Have an awesome day.